Van Dhan Yojana, right? So this scheme is being run by the government for the tribals. So today's newspaper article says that this Van Dhan Yojana is helping tribals to earn livelihoods during the COVID time. And also this Van Dhan Yojana is providing employment to 3.6 lakh people and helped in setting up around 1200 tribal enterprises, right? So this is the significance of this scheme. Now in this context, we'll try to see what is this Van Dhan Yojana, what are some important provisions in this Van Dhan Yojana, and how does it lead to tribal empowerment, and what are some challenges in it. So to start with, Van Dhan is nothing but forest wealth, right? So Van Dhan, Van means forest and Dhan means wealth. So the resources which the forest gives, that is Van Dhan. Now what is this Van Dhan Yojana? Aim of this Van Dhan Yojana is to provide a platform for the tribals for four important things. First one is processing, second one is value addition, third one is marketing, and fourth one is sale of the minor forest produce, right? So the local products which the tribals get from the forests, the local resources which the tribals get from the forests, this Van Dhan Yojana will help the tribals to process those local resources, to do some value addition to those local products, and also for marketing those local products, and also for selling those local products, right? In these four ways, the government is trying to help the tribal people through this Van Dhan Yojana. This is the broad concept of this Van Dhan Yojana. Now, which is the implementing ministry? It is the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. The Ministry of Tribal Affairs is the implementing ministry for this scheme. Under this Ministry of Tribal Affairs, there is an agency called TriFed. TriFed, T-R-I-F-E-D, TriFed. This is the implementing agency under this Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Now this TriFed full form is Tribal Cooperative Marketing Federation of India. Tribal Cooperative Marketing Federation of India. This TriFed is the implementing agency of this Van Dhan Yojana scheme. Now this TriFed agency basically provides support to the marketing of the tribal products, so that the tribal products markets will increase. Access to markets for the tribal people will increase. So this agency puts its efforts in this direction, right? So this is the implementing agency. Now what are the important provisions of this Van Dhan Yojana, and what are some objectives of this Van Dhan Yojana scheme? The first one is, this is a market linked tribal entrepreneurship scheme. The scheme tries to achieve market linked entrepreneurship in tribals. What is entrepreneurship? Coming up with some innovative things in businesses, right? So this scheme tries to help tribal people to go for some entrepreneurship, right? Market led entrepreneurship in the tribals. The second thing is forming clusters of tribal self-help groups. Self-help groups are nothing but a group of people coming together to increase their economic and social opportunities, right? So 10 people or 15 people will come together. All the 15 people will together start some economic activity, and in that way they'll develop their economic activities, right? This is broadly a self-help group. So this scheme tries to promote forming clusters of tribal self-help groups, right? Through this it tries to achieve tribal development. So this is the second thing. The third thing is strengthening this tribal self-help groups into tribal producer companies. Now we have a lot of minor forest produce products. What is this minor forest produce? For example, honey, rubber, and many other such products which we get naturally from the forests, right? So tribals have good access to this minor forest produce. So if we try to add some value addition to this tribal products, definitely it will help to increase the income of the tribal people, right? So the third objective of this scheme is improving tribal incomes through value addition, making something out of rubber. Rather than the tribal people selling the rubber to the consumers, they'll try to sell something which is made out of rubber. This is called value addition, right? So through this value addition, scheme tries to improve the tribal incomes. And also it tries to strengthen the tribal self-help groups into tribal producer companies, right? So this is another objective. And also one interesting thing about this scheme is implementation at the grassroots level. Now TriFed is a body which is at the national level. Ministry of Tribal Affairs is a body at the national level. Similarly, we have state level agencies and district collectors also playing a major role in this scheme. That is one interesting dimension of this scheme, right? Grassroots level implementation is there in this scheme. We have even district collectors playing a role in this scheme. And another important dimension in this scheme is setting up Vandhan Vikas Kendras. What are these Vandhan Vikas Kendras? These are the centers which actually help tribals how to develop products out of the tribal minor forest produce, how to do value addition, how to do marketing for their products. See, unless and until we don't have good marketing, products won't have that much markets, right? People won't be willing to buy those products. So marketing should be there. So how to do the marketing, how to do the value addition, how to go for entrepreneurship, all these things will be taught or will be told to the tribals in this Vandhan Vikas Kendras, right? So these Vandhan Vikas Kendras are also set up in the tribal areas under this Vandhan Yojana scheme. And another important dimension is women empowerment. This scheme also leads to women empowerment. How? If we see among the tribals, it is the women who majorly collect this minor forest produce. Collection of these tribal products, gathering these tribal products is mostly done by the women. In fact, in rural areas, to get a better picture, it is the women who collect the firewood and all those things mostly, right? So in the similar way, even in the tribal societies, it is the women who mostly collect and gather this minor forest produce. Now by implementing one scheme which increases the markets for the minor forest produce, it is in some sense giving opportunity for the tribal women for economic independence. That means they can set up tribal entrepreneurship units. They can go for entrepreneurship, and also they are getting some employment also, right, through this scheme. So this scheme is trying for women empowerment among the tribals also, right? So this is one dimension. And the other major benefit is, so overall what this scheme is trying to do is socio-economic development of the tribals. Socio-economic development of the tribals. By making sure tribals get good prices for their minor forest produce, it is increasing the income of the tribals. It is increasing and it is creating income opportunities for tribal women. In this way, social empowerment is there and also economic empowerment is there for the tribal people, right? So the major benefit out of this scheme is socio-economic development of the tribals. And the second important thing is sustainable livelihoods. We are trying to give sustainable livelihoods to the tribals, right? Through Vandhan Kendras, we actually explain them how to use the resources optimally, how to use the forest resources without degrading the forest resources, how to do marketing for those forest resources, how to do sales for those products. All this is told to them. So in a sustainable livelihoods are being generated for the tribals. So these are two important objectives, right? So coming to this Vandhan Vikas Kendras, as we have discussed before, it does the capacity building, right? Skill upgradation of the tribals. All the skills will be given to them. Marketing skills, sales skills, value addition skills, all the skills will be given to them. And some value addition is also done. So overall, this is the scheme. I'll repeat for those who have missed the points. The main objectives of the scheme is market linked tribal entrepreneurship, forming clusters of tribal self-help groups, Strengthening tribal self-help groups into tribal producer companies, improving the tribal incomes, implementation at the grassroots level, setting up Van Dhan Vikas Kendras, women empowerment, socio-economic development of the tribals, and sustainable livelihoods. So now, an important successful case study relating to this Van Dhan Yojana is in today's newspaper. We can use such case studies directly in our mains answers, right? Whenever any question is there regarding socio-economic development of the tribals, such kind of questions, if they end up in GS1 paper, mains paper, we can use such kind of case studies, right? They add so much value to our answers, right? So this case study is Hill Broom Project. Hill, H-I-L-L, Broom Project. So under this Van Dhan Yojana, this Hill Broom Project is one of the biggest success story under this Van Dhan Yojana, right? So what is this Hill Broom Project? So basically, the brooms which we use in our houses, these brooms are made out of a type of grass, right? So that grass is broom grass. That grass is known as broom grass. Now in hilly areas, especially in the northeast states and in some tribal areas, we have a unique type of variety called hill broom grass. Now this is also used for making brooms. However, this hill broom grass is very resistant and quality wise it is superior. So these are used for making brooms which we use in our houses very much. So this hill broom grass is in very much demand for brooms making. So this is available in the tribal areas. However, if we see the scenario, tribal people previously used to get very less prices for selling this broom grass because they don't have the skills of making brooms out of this grass. They don't have the marketing skills, right? They don't have access to market. So what used to happen before? They used to sell this broom grass as 7 rupees per kg. 7 rupees per kg they used to sell this broom grass. However, after they got the benefits of this Van Dhan Yojana, now they are manufacturing and selling brooms, not broom grass, right? They have learned how to make brooms out of broom grass, and now they are selling one broom for 60 rupees. And they are able to make 4 to 5 brooms out of 1 kg of broom grass. So previously they used to get 7 rupees for 1 kg of broom grass. Now they are able to make 4 to 5 brooms out of broom grass and are selling each for 60 rupees. Now see how much value addition is done, how much income has increased for the tribal people. So in this way, this is a very successful story. Now this was implemented nationwide by India last year Independence Day, right? In 2009 August 15th, this Hill Broom project was taken up, right? So in this way, it added or increased tribal income. This scheme has helped for marketing and sales of tribal products. In this way, we have many success stories. So this is one such success story which we can cite in our answers. And here, Van Dhan Vikas Kendras played a major role. They have explained the tribals, even in the today's newspaper article we can see in Hindu, the Van Dhan Vikas Kendras which we have discussed before. These were the Kendras which actually helped tribals to get those skills, how to make broom out of the broom grass. So this helped the tribals a lot. And also TriFed organization, which we have discussed before, helped in marketing and sales of this broom products, right? So in this way, this scheme has very much benefited. In fact, there is a case, this case study also talks about backward villages in Nagaland which have benefited a lot because of this Van Dhan Yojana, right? So this Hill Broom project we can straight away write as a case study or a success story for tribal empowerment in our mains answer. So in this perspective, it is very important. So overall, if we see, this Hill Broom project was a huge success, right? It was started last year August, and now if we see, this single Hillbroom project is providing employment for 3.6 lakh people. And this Hillbroom project has contributed to setting up 1200 tribal enterprises. Enterprises means companies. So 1200 tribal companies were set up and 3.6 lakh tribal people are getting employment because of this Hillbroom project. So such is the scale if this Vandhan Yojana scheme is properly implemented. So these facts and this case study, we can use it in our answers. So one of the main challenge for tribal empowerment is government is in no doubt taking very good initiatives in terms of health, education, nutrition, and even if we see this Vandhan Yojana, even in the economic empowerment of the tribals. The challenge is implementation of Forest Rights Act. So Forest Rights Act is the act which gives rights to these tribals over the forests. Right? This is the act, the Forest Rights Act, which gives rights to the tribals to access this minor forest produce. But unfortunately, what's happening is, in the name of development projects, tribals are being forcefully evicted from their forests. That means they are being forcefully thrown out of their forests. If there are no forests for the tribal, they won't have access to this minor forest produce, right? So tribal rights over the minor forest produce is something that we have to ensure. Only then such schemes like Vandhan Yojana will be actually helpful, right? So that is one challenge, implementation of Forest Rights Act. This leads us to another debate where on one side we have mineral rich areas in the tribal areas. So for developing industries in these mineral rich areas, we are clearing the forests and asking tribals to move away from those forests. So on one hand we are getting the development, but on the other hand it is leading trouble to the tribals, right? If they don't have access to the forests, not only that their homes are being gone, but also their livelihoods are also being gone. So this Vandhan Vikas Yojana scheme may not be that much effective if in the first place Forest Rights Act is not properly enforced, right? That is something which we have to take care of. So overall, if we see, if we want to conclude this topic, we can connect this to inclusive development. Now, why does left-wing extremism occur in India? Left-wing extremism, that means Naxalism, tribals getting into violent methods. Why does that happen? It happens because of two reasons. First is underdevelopment of the tribals, marginalization of the tribals, alienation of the tribals, and the second thing is land acquisitions, forceful land acquisitions. That means they are thrown away from their forests. These are the two reasons why left-wing extremism takes place, right? First is underdevelopment. That means they don't enjoy the benefits of development which we are enjoying. Underdevelopment, marginalization, alienation among the tribals is one reason. Second reason is forceful eviction from their forests, right? So through this Vandhan Yojana scheme, we can ensure that even tribals are enjoying the fruits of development, right? We can see through this Hillbroom project that even tribals can enjoy the benefits of development by this Vandhan Yojana scheme. And when the tribals are part of this development of our country, definitely they'll not feel marginalized. They'll not feel underdeveloped. They will not feel alienated, right? And ultimately, they will start building trust on the government. They'll start building trust on the development. They will also slowly try to become a part of the development. So Vandhan Yojana scheme will definitely try to extend the fruits of development to the tribal people. And when this happens, definitely left-wing extremism can be reduced to a major extent, right? So this is overall conclusion for the topic. So inclusive development is important. So I will cite a quotation also here. So all the sections of the society are like wheels of a vehicle, right? All the sections of the society are like wheels of a vehicle. Only when every wheel is perfect, the nation goes forward, right? So this we have to keep in sense terms of inclusive development.